Yes, hello children, how are you? Are you happy with our online classes? Yes, sir. Now, today we are going to see some NCERT exercise questions, textbook inside questions. So open your NCERT textbook and see that at page number 141, NCERT of our chapter that is called flotation. That is flotation, gravitation and flotation. Gravitation numerical we have done earlier. Now today we are going to learn some NCERT textbook question of flotation. FLOATATION. These is the chapter and page number 141. See page number 141, question number 1. Why it is difficult to hold a school bag? Why it is difficult to hold a school bag having strap under of thin and strong string? What is the reason? Think of it. So why it is difficult to hold a school bag having a strap made of thin and strong string? We know very well that, dear children, our formula for the pressure is force upon area. If area is large, pressure will be small. If area is less, pressure will be more. So think of it, just I gave you an hint with the help of this formula. What is that? When the string of a school bag is thin, then what happened? When it is thin, then area will be less. Area is small. And as such, the pressure exerted on the soldier or the hands supporting the bag is large. Pressure will be large. Area is less. Pressure will more. It is clear? Pressure will be large. In this case, the force acting on the soldiers or the hand which support the bag is equal to the weight of the bag. At that time, how much amount of pressure will be there? That is equal to the weight of the bag. That is equal to the weight of the bag. In case the strap is broad, then area will be large. When strap is broad, the area on which the force act is large. It is large. Strap is broad, then area is large. When area is large, pressure will be low. P will be low. Pressure is reduced as the weight of the bag is now distributed over a larger area. It is distributed over a larger area. That's why our school bag strap is broad. Is it clear? Yes, sir. Write down. Very simple question and very simple answer. But remember only this formula. Pressure is equal to force upon area. Now, see the next question. What do you mean by buoyancy? Who will give me? मैंने लिखवाया आपको. You know very well what is the buoyancy. It is an upward force. Yes, sir, we know very well. What is buoyancy? Whenever an object is immersed in a liquid, again you can see an activity Here is a liquid. When an object, suppose this is the object, it is immersed in the liquid either partially or fully, then what happened? An upward force. Sir, here it is an upward force. Here is an upward force. Is exerted on the object by the liquid, or this upward force is called upthrust, buoyant force. It is upward force is called upthrust or a buoyant force or a buoyant force. Upthrust or a buoyant force or force of buoyancy, or it may called force of buoyancy, or it is called force of buoyancy. And the property of the fluid due to which the upthrust is exerted on the object is called buoyancy. Is it clear? एक नंबर का क्वेश्चन है ये, याद कर लीजिएगा. Is it clear? Write down upthrust. Now, one more activity we have done earlier. Based on that activity, question number 3. At page number 141, see your NCERT test book and think and give the answer. Why does an object float? Why does an object float or sink? Float or sink when placed on the surface of water. कब तो float करेगा और कब sink करेगा? Answer is, who will give the answer? Whenever the upthrust due to a liquid, whenever an upthrust due to a liquid in which object is immersed is less than its weight, is less than its weight, less than its weight, the object sinks in the liquid. Object sink in the liquid. Whenever the upthrust due to liquid in which the object is immersed is less than the weight. There's a nail in water. When you keep nails on the surface of water, it will sink. In the liquid, in case the upthrust is more, than the weight of the object, then the weight of an object, then it will float. Cork, empty can. When upthrust is more, when upthrust is more, then it will float. Now, one more question. See page number 142. Question number 4. Question number 4. Page number 142. You find your mass to be 42 kg on a weighing machine. You are standing on a weighing machine, or see that your mass is 42 kg. Is your mass more or less than 42 kg? It is your mass more or less than 42 kg. Think of it. What is the answer? In fact, जो weighing machine होती है बच्चों, weighing machine is a sort of spring balance. Weighing machine is a sort of spring balance. It is a sort of spring balance which measures the weight. which measures the weight, not the mass, which measures the weight of the body, which measures the weight of the body. It not measures the mass. When we stand on a weighing machine, our weight acts vertically downward. When we stand on a weighing machine, our weight acts vertically downward. But the buoyancy due to air on our body acts vertically upward. But the buoyancy due to air, on our body acts vertically upward. So as a result of this, our apparent weight, what is apparent weight? That is the true weight minus buoyant force. That is the true weight minus buoyant force. It is clear that true weight minus buoyant force is less than the true weight. So our apparent weight is less than the true weight. Since the weighing machine measures the apparent weight, since the weighing machine measures the apparent weight, so our weight is more. Our weight is more than 42 kg. I can say more than 42 kg. Okay? Yes, write down. See in your NCERT textbook, one more question is there. You may solve up to your level. At page number 142, question number 5. Now, see some more question of NCERT exercise. See some more questions of NCERT exercise. Page number 145 of NCERT. चैप्टर नेम सर फ्लोटेशन के कर रहे हैं हम. यस. क्वेश्चन नंबर 1. In what direction does the buoyant force on an object immersed in a liquid act? buoyant force किधर लगता है? सर ऊपर की ओर. We all know very well. Yes sir. The buoyant force act on an object immersed in a liquid acts vertically upwards. एक नंबर का क्वेश्चन है ये. Write down. Buoyant force act vertically upward in a direction opposite to the weight of the object. Weight of the object is downward. Buoyant force is upward in a direction opposite to the weight of the object. Why does question number 2? Why does a block of a plastic a block of a plastic released under water come up to the surface of the water. जब हम इसको पानी में डुबोते हैं तो ऊपर आ जाता है, come up, because the buoyant force acting on the block, the buoyant force acting on the plastic block, acting on a plastic block, the buoyant force acting on a plastic block is more than its weight, is more than its weight. We know this condition, more than its weight. As a result of this, it comes up when released underwater. As a result of this, it come up. As a result of this, it come up when dipped in water. As a result of this, it come up on the surface of the water. On the surface of water. So the cause of this large buoyant force on the block of plastic is due to its density. So the cause of this large buoyant force, of this large buoyant force on the block of plastic, on the block of plastic is due to its density, is due to its density. Write down, being smaller than that of water, being smaller than that of water. This is the region here. Write down. Very easy question, but you may think a little for a moment and then write the answer in examination also. Now, we see some numerical questions of our test book. See question number 3rd of same page number. The amount of 50 gram of a substance. How we can solve the numericals? We know, sir. First, write the things what are given in the left hand side of your copy and write here given. The volume of a 50 gram of substance is 20 centimeter cube. If the density of water is 1 gram per centimeter cube, will the substance float or sink? Will the substance float or sink? Here it is the mass of the substance, here it is the volume of a substance, and here is the density. Who will give the answer? What, sir? Density क्या होता है बच्चों? We know, sir, density is equal to mass upon volume. Yes, very good. Density is equal to mass divided by volume. Mass divided by volume. Mass is 50 gram, volume is 1. Volume is 20, sorry. That is 2.5 gram per centimeter cube. 2.5 gram per centimeter cube because it is cancelled. Since the density of a substance that is 2.5 is more than that of water. More than that of water. So substance will sir will नहीं करो sink because density is more. So we can easily say it will sink. Now last question of your NCERT textbook. Again see at the page number 145 sir. Very good. So we can do it. Again write what are the things given. Question number 4. The volume of a 500 gram sealed packet is 350 centimeter cube. Mass is given 500 gram. Volume is given 350 centimeter cube. Will the packet float or sink? Will the packet float or sink if the density of water is 1 gram per centimeter cube? What will be the mass of water displaced by the object? Mass of the water displaced by the object we have to find out. Sir, what we will do? We know very well. Yes, sir. The things which are given here. First find out the density of packet. The density of packet, sir, I can find out. Density of packet, that is D is equal to M by V. M is equal to 500 and there is 350. Solve it. 10 by 7. That is 1.428 gram per centimeter cube, sir, unit. It is more than this. Since the density of packet is more than the density of water. We know very well. What is, sir? It is sink. It will be sink in water. So, as the packet is fully submerged in water, so mass of the water displaced by the packet, mass of the water displaced by the packet. Who will give the answer? Yes, sir, it's a very easy question. We can give answer all. That is volume into density. Volume into density. Volume of the packet is 350 centimeter cube. Density of a water, that is 1 gram per centimeter cube. So that is equal to 350. That is equal to 350 gram. This is the answer. So dear children, this is all about all the questions of NCERT. Is that clear? In our next module, we will come for next chapter. Till now, complete your work. Okay.